You've probably said this recently. We'll move when the rates drop. And if you have, you're not alone. A lot of Fort Wayne families, especially those of us in our late 30s, 40s, and 50s, are feeling the exact same pressure. Maybe your home feels too small. Maybe you're empty nesting and ready to downsize. Maybe you're just ready for a change. But the thought of buying a new home in today's interest rates feels risky. I get it. It's a weird time, but what if I told you that waiting for rates to drop might actually cost you more in money, stress, and missed opportunity than making a smart move now? In today's video, I'm breaking it down. What's happening in Fort Wayne's market this spring? What's actually realistic when it comes to future interest rates? And how savvy homeowners are making moves right now without regret, using some smart strategic options that I will share with you. Let's dive in.
You know it. Oh, know it. You know it. For someday. You know it.
First of all, if you're new here, hello, my name is Amber Harper. I'm a local real estate agent here in Fort Wayne, Indiana with Coldwell Banker Real Estate. I live in Fort Wayne. I love Fort Wayne. We relocated here after living here in college. We moved back to our hometown and loved it so much, we moved back. So I know what it's like to go through these different phases of life. Our children are now growing and out of the house. One of them is anyway. And so we always have these changes happening in our lives. And sometimes we can make ourselves feel stuck based on factors that are out of our control. So I'm going to break today's video into several parts to break it all down for you and make this as simple and easily digestible as possible if you're someone who is also going through a life change. Part 1, why people are hesitating. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, interest rates. Right now, they're hovering somewhere between 6.5 and 7.25, depending on your credit, loan type, and down payment. That's a big change from a few years ago when we were seeing rates in the 2s and the 3s. Now, couple that with the home prices that feel higher than ever, because they are, especially here in Fort Wayne, where demand has steadily outpaced supply for years. Inventory is still tight, especially in popular neighborhoods like Northwest Allen, Leo, or even some of the villas in Huntertown. So I get why it feels smart to wait. Most people are thinking, if I wait, maybe the prices will go down. If rates drop, our monthly payment will drop too. But here's the truth. There is no such thing as a perfect market. And waiting might not mean savings. It could mean competition. You might be saving 1% on a rate, but paying $40,000 more for the same house in a bidding war next spring. So let's talk about what that actually looks like in real numbers. Part 2, the hidden cost of waiting. When interest rates eventually drop, and they will, that pent-up buyer demand is going to flood the market again. Think back to 2021. Multiple offers, homes going $20,000, $30,000, and even $50,000 over asking. Waived inspections, no appraisal gaps, the list goes on and on. That's what happens when interest rates fall in a low inventory market like ours. Now imagine what happens if rates drop just 1 point. We're likely to see buyers rush back in, and those $445,000 homes could quickly become $475,000 homes. And while you're waiting, you're still paying a mortgage on a home that no longer fits your family or your needs. You're still sacrificing space, comfort, layout, location because you're waiting on a better number. The question becomes, are you trying to time the market, or are you trying to make the best move for your life now? Part number 3, what smart movers are doing instead. The families I'm working with right now are doing something different. They're not chasing rates, they're chasing lifestyle, and they're making the numbers work creatively. Here's how they're doing that. They're using adjustable rate mortgages or ARM loans to get a lower rate now with the option of refinancing later. They're negotiating seller-paid rate buydowns, getting 1 to 2% knocked off of their interest rate for the first few years. They're using the equity that they've built in their current home to reduce the size of their loan on the next one. And they're planning strategically, not rushing, but also not waiting for the market to make the move for them. One couple I worked with recently who relocated from Las Vegas to Indiana, They didn't have a choice to wait. So they're not going to choose to rent until the rates go down. They're choosing to make the best choice for them and their lifestyle now. And we found them the perfect home. And what did I tell them? Date the rate, marry the house. If the rates drop, then they can refinance. But they're so happy with their home and they're so happy that they didn't wait. And so am I. Part 4. What's happening in Fort Wayne right now in spring of 2025? Let's zoom in on what the Fort Wayne real estate market is doing right now. Inventory, of course, is still tight. We've all seen that. We have more listings than 2003, but homes under $400,000 are going really fast. If you're looking to upsize or downsize in that popular price range, you've got to be ready and you've got to be informed. Prices are still appreciating. We're not seeing a crash. Prices are leveling in some areas, but we're still seeing modest increases year over year, especially in move-in ready homes. Buyer activity is slower than peak pandemic years, but serious buyers are out and about. And guess what? Serious sellers are too. That means there's room to negotiate and more flexibility for things like inspections, seller credits, and longer timelines. So if you're thinking of selling and then buying, now could actually be a golden window to do that. So here's what I want you to take away from this video today. If your current home no longer fits your life, do not wait for a mythical perfect market. Let's build a plan together. I help Fort Wayne families just like yours upsell or downsize strategically every single week. And I'm not here to rush you. I'm here to help you time this move around your goals, not just the headlines. So whether you're thinking about making a move in 3 months or 13 months, now's the time to start preparing. Click the link in the description below to book a free 15-minute strategy session with me, whether you're a seller or a buyer, just exploring the idea, or you're serious about buying or selling your home. I am happy to talk with you about strategy, your goals, your timeline, all the things so that we can start making a strategic plan for you to move ahead when the time is right for you. We'll talk about your goals, your timeline, what's possible, and how to make this move work for you, even in a high rate world. And hey, if this video helped you at all, don't forget to like it, subscribe to my channel, and share it with a friend who's stuck in the same wait and see mindset. Let's help each other to move forward. I'll see you in the next video.
You know it, you know it, so someday.